All right, you got to enjoy this next story because I love this next story. You've heard about flipping houses, but what about flipping websites? Our next guest made more than $200,000 in just 2 years doing just doing that. Dave Hermansen joins us now. He is an internet entrepreneur. Good afternoon, Dave. Thanks so much for joining us. So tell us, how did you become this internet flipper? Because as I understand it, reading about your personal story, you had some rough times at your first go on the internet. Tell us about your success.
I did. I actually started off just trying to learn how to make retail sites and found out that there was a lot of money in reselling those retail sites, and it's kind of turned into a website flipping business now.
Well, when I first heard about you were a website flipper, I thought about the court cases where they said, well, wait a minute, you can't own Ford.com, you can't own GeneralMotors.com, but that's not what you're doing, is it? Explain how you're making your money. Yeah.
Well, what we actually do is we find a product niche beforehand, and then we get the domain name after that. So the money isn't necessarily in the domain name. We actually have a process where we pick a product niche, and then we find an existing domain name that's already ranking within that niche. We obtain the domain name, and then we build out a product site there. And then we actually sell the site based on, a year, 2, sometimes 3 years worth of projected profit.
Now, you did this, I understand you did this with bird cages, correct? You had a bird cage website?
Yes, yeah.
So tell us about that. You bought somebody else's bird cage website, built it up, and then sold that.
Right. Actually, in late 2005, I believe, I bought bird-cage.com for $1,800 and boosted it up to the point where it was making close to $100,000 in profit a year, and ended up selling it at the end of last year for $173,000. So it was pretty good turnaround on that one.
And I understand you were in credit card debt when you started this, and you're out of credit card debt now, and you have money in the bank.
Exactly. Yeah. Zero unsecured debt at this point, and our new house is about 1/3 the way paid off already. So we're honestly living the entrepreneur's dream.
But the whole thing about this is getting numbers of hits to your site so that you can sell it, so you can sell some advertising. How do you grow the hits?
Well, at the very beginning stages of this, I learned how to get ranked well in the search engines. I learned about search engine optimization before starting to do niche product stores. So that's the key, really. If you can get traffic to your site, you can make sales, you can make conversions, and that's where the money's at.
Dave, is that the key? For people who are at home listening about this right now, and the opportunities that you have created for yourself, and I understand your brother who moved there with you to maintain the business and grow it, how do you know that a site is ripe for the picking, that there's a great opportunity there, and how do you get it to the place that you want it to be with SEO optimization?
Well, SEO isn't something that we can cover in a short interview, but basically we have a proven process, and we're actually doing a video series now that we're offering to anybody that wants it. We have a process where we actually figure out a good niche before we start, and then we'll get a domain name after that, and then boost up the traffic and the rankings.
Fascinating.
So it's really just a process.
What's so amazing about this time on the internet is that there are so many entrepreneurs doing this. I have a friend of mine that just sold a company, and he did exactly this. He looked into lighting. His company is called olighting.com, and he just launched it, I think, less than 90 days ago. So he had no experience in this field. They're already doing $5,000 a day in sales, and it's just a niche site for lighting. So people are doing this all over the internet, and it's all about that niche and exactly what he's talking, getting people to that site.
Yeah, the ability to see that. Well, Dave Hermansen, internet entrepreneur, it was great having you on, and come join us the next time when you have the next plan. Who knows? This might be our next Google guy. All right, Dave, thanks so much.
Good.
You know what I like is he wasn't wearing it. He had the.
He's relaxed.
Yeah, he had that look.